Nothing means anything close to beating Tottenham. It's just, it feels right, doesn't it? It kind of feels like our destiny is to beat Tottenham. If you told me we were going to have a bad season and we wouldn't play well, we'd finish mid-table, but you'd get to do the double over Tottenham, I'd be like, okay, fine. I'll take it. I'll figure out a way to move forward next season. I'll complain about the other matches, but at least we had a good enough season for me, because beating Tottenham is the most important part. So, Kevin, nice to see you.
It's great to see you, Alexis.
Look at this. North London Derby's coming up.
I mean, is it though? Are you guys going to play this one? I know sometimes it's at the Emirates, so I know this. You like showing up to those.
Sometimes you have to postpone.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes you do.
And
yeah.
It didn't work out in our favor last season,
Yes.
but I mean, look, it is what it is. We win
Right.
at our home, you win at your home.
Yeah.
But to
Which
us,
feels fair. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, to us, it's quite possibly the most important game. Well, that's not true because we're competing for trophies again. But for you'll never compete for trophies. So for you, this would probably be like the most important game of the season, right?
I mean, to this weekend, yeah, this will be the most important. There's a thing called Champions League.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're. It's been a while, I know.
Yeah.
So we have some of those games coming up.
Right, and it's so cool. It's been a while since we've been in it, but it's so cool that they're allowing people to be, I guess, guests. They're allowing
at the
Tottenham to be
Champions
guests?
League. Yeah, right.
Is it like a bit of a Make-A-Wish thing that you got?
You know, the rules are different from when you guys were there, which was, it was a long time ago. It was the last time you guys finished above us, right? It was the same year. It was a very exciting year for you guys. It was before the Cubs won the World Series, even. It was a while ago.
That's something every Brit watching this will get.
Yeah, you guys know. Well, this is honestly, that is kind of Tottenham-y, is like the Cubs vibe, because as you say.
Bro, you're Cubs and Tottenham?
Yeah. See, that's like when I came into it as an American, coming, you know, I didn't come from a...
How did you pick Tottenham? Did you go, show me pain?
Honestly, that's not entirely wrong, because when I picked it up, I wanted to all right, I want a team that had a chance to win things. Now, let me put an emphasis on chance.
Right.
But they had a chance to win things. I didn't want to go with a Man United, some automatic thing. I want a London team. I want a team that it would mean something if we won. And boy... would it?
I mean, of course it would.
It really would. So.
I think everyone would touch the ground because I think hell's frozen over.
It would be amazing. Yeah, it's yeah.
You see priests listening to the ground.
So yeah, I mean that's how I got into them, and it's just, I think it's nice for both of us, for me to be here today, because I haven't, as a Tottenham guy, I haven't watched a ton of AFTV programming.
Right.
But I checked it out, and just the level of paranoia I'm seeing, I'm glad to be here to tell you guys that I think you're good.
Right.
The first, one of the first videos I saw, I picked it up, and it said, why is everyone hating on Arsenal? It is drunk girl at the end of a bachelorette party level paranoia.
Why won't
Skylar,
you love me?
Why don't you? Skylar, you're fine.
Yeah.
Get in the Uber and go
so
home.
Ugly.
Have a Gatorade. You're good.
You would have the exact same issue if Tottenham, under some miraculous situation, ended up top of the league for 5 or 6 weeks straight.
Sure.
No one would be saying you deserve to be there, just like they're saying about us.
Right.
And I think, especially after the way we played against Manchester United, I think this match against Tottenham will be one of the bigger clubs that we can beat. And look, I think we stand an incredible chance of winning in our own house.
I think you do too.
Emirates.
Yeah.
It's where we win, and then when we go to Tottenham Stadium now, I guess, White Hart Lane. We don't
the
win.
Jacksonville Jaguars home.
Yeah, exactly. Is the Michael Jackson stat should have been moved there now? I think once we play there, it becomes a bit of a different match. You guys play different at home. We play different at home. I expect this weekend Arsenal's going to reign supreme. I think we're going to win. We're going to be just fine.
I'll tell you what. All of your Gabriels are very well rested.
We've got at least a full 11 of Gabriels.
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah. And none of the three went to hang out with Brazil this weekend.
Everyone on our team can move their hips, and you have Harry Kane.
We do. We do. Who somehow can't move a hip and still is putting in more goals than Jesus at this point. Which surprised me, because I've been hearing about how dominant Jesus is, and I looked at it and I was like, Harry's got 6 to Jesus' 4 at the moment?
I think that's because he's doing a really good job of also, distributing the ball.
He is,
and he's drawing all the defenders, so it's giving opportunities for everyone else. We're really more of a forward by committee.
Yes.
We don't have 2 guys. One who's basically a K-pop star, but also secretly breaks people's legs once a season, and Harry Kane.
Right. But he's very sad when he breaks their legs. He feels very bad about it.
I don't know. That's the one player. If there's one player on Arsenal that in history that you wish would have been, or you wouldn't mind if he went to play for Tottenham.
That's a really good question. I'll tell you what. I mean, obviously, like the obvious choices, Henry would have been fun.
I mean, Thierry Henry went to play.
Yes, I know.
Tottenham.
He's not coming over. No. But I'll tell you what. It's not exactly an answer to that. But I reluctantly enjoyed your boy Arteta. Watching the series, watching him operate, he seems to be, unfortunately, a good man. I'm curious to see, just in terms of style of play this week, I'm curious to see whether he's going to draw bigger heart or brain going in, to see which one they're going to go with. I want to see his animations to see what kinds of stuff he's going to bring tactically to the field. He
might have downloaded some apps. I think he's learning to draw. Also, your manager has never drawn a heart and a brain jerking off a guy holding a scarf. So, I mean, are you even a unified team at this point? I think when it comes to the North London Derby, I think there's a lot of attention. I think it's one of those games where I look at the season, especially the seasons where we weren't really great, and I can look back and say, okay, at least we won the North London Derby. At least we did the double, right?
Sure.
In those seasons. That's what I look for. For me, it's a can't miss. I've been to last season's. I'm going to this one.
You're going this. Okay. Did you go to both North Londons last year?
I don't.
Just the one.
It's very hard to get away tickets.
Yes,
it's very difficult. It's not easy to get home tickets this season either. All of a sudden, but I will be there once again. Last time I was there, it was 3-1. It was an absolute party. We partied the entire day, went out for a massive steak dinner, and kept drinking after it. I think everything's going to be fine. I think, especially with this, unexpected little break that we've had, I think everyone's going to come back from injury. I'm excited to see who starts at left back for us.
Who do you think it's going to be? Or who do you want it to be?
Well, actually, Tierney just got a little, I believe it's a concussion. He should be fine for the game, but I'm hoping Zinchenko's back for it.
Zinchenko's very good.
I think that, and I've said this from the beginning, so many people were Arteta out, and I was Arteta in. I said, you got to let him get his own ingredients. You can't hire, a Spanish chef and give him French ingredients. It just doesn't work. You got to let him go out and get his own ingredients. So he went out and got his players. Once he got Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, I was like, oh, this is it. You're now seeing what he wants to do. I was a little worried about Ben White at right back, and I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong about that.
What can I do to get you guys to start holding? Is there anything? Is there an offer I can make to get you guys to get Holding in this squad?
The only thing that you can do is to promise you're going to bring back Jose Mourinho as your manager.
I cannot do that. This is. I'm glad we're bringing things to the negotiating table. It is a difficult discussion. Yeah, it's interesting. You guys have the left and right back choices. We've got wing back. Conte is doing nothing but wing back drama basically, and. Are you familiar with the body of work of Emerson Royale this season?
Have I?
Yes.
I believe there was a great meme that said, what Royal do you hate the most? And Conte saying Emerson.
Yeah.
I mean, that is.
But beautiful. Conte loves him for some reason. He just keeps starting him. Jed Spence is sitting there. He's ready to go.
40 million, right? 40 million on Jed Spence?
For Spence, I think it's 20, right?
Was it?
Yeah. I think it's lower. It's lower than that.
He played really well against Arsenal when he was at Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup.
This is what I think. I don't know
if our thing. I don't know if you know this FA Cup.
The FA Cup? Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, won at 14, if I'm not mistaken. 14 times.
Is it?
Yeah. A couple more.
Just thinking about Champions League all the time. I know the cup's coming.
I mean, you're playing in it. You ain't never won it. I know we haven't either, but at least we won the FA Cup. We've won trophies.
The FA Cup, it'll be exciting for you guys because there's a chance in the FA Cup maybe we will lose to Norwich because I know that was something it can happen there technically. I know that's something you guys were hoping for last year. We have, but our right wing back basically. This is what I don't know if it's time to do predictions for the game yet, but I'll give you mine first. What I think is going to happen, and this I know goes against the everyone hates us and thinks we're bad AFTV narrative. Yeah. We don't. I'm thinking it's going to be a draw. I think you're going to outplay us. I think you're going to outplay us all game. And then at the end, somehow, Emerson Royale, who's still playing the whole game, even though he's just blasting it into the 40th row every time he tries to do a cross, he's going to somehow cause an own goal when, I'll say Ben White is there. It's going to go off Ben White. I know he loves a good own goal in important moments. We're going to see that, and it's going to be a draw that feels like a win for us and feels like a loss for you. That is what I'm going with.
That'd be tough. And by the way, shouts to Emerson Royale for giving all those souvenirs away.
He's really thinking of the kids. kids.
You bought
all the
mezzanine
time.
tickets, but guess what? You get a ball.
Yes,
It's very
it's
nice.
bringing a little bit of the American foul ball culture.
They won't do T-shirt cannons out there.
No.
No, but you do get Emerson Royal.
If you got Emerson, you're getting across. You're getting across.
Yeah, buddy. Everybody gets one.
Yes.
I don't think it'll end like that. I think it's going to be a repeat of last season's scoreline, 3-1, but I don't think it will be as dominant as last season's. I think it's going to be one of those things where maybe Tottenham scores first. I think Arteta has learned after the Manchester United game what kind of adjustments and subs you should and should not be making.
Sure.
And I think he's going to make the right corrections. He's going to make the right subs. And I think he's going to bring in a couple other players. I'm thinking maybe that's when Zinchenko comes in, or I'm thinking maybe that's when he brings in Nketiah and he does the 2 forwards up front, which really shook stuff up. I don't think Conte is going to be ready for it, and I think that's when we're going to score. At least maybe 2 of the 3 goals. I think it's going to be 3-1.
I think Conte is going to be ready for it. I'll say that. I think Conte is going to be ready for whatever.
I also think Richarlison is going to get a red card.
I could absolutely see that happening. I could see it happening after he scores a real weird goal at the end,
100%.
coming on in the final 10 minutes, getting a red card immediately thereafter. And is that who would infuriate you the most to see score at Arsenal? Like an important goal at the end.
I want to say Harry Kane, but it's just he's such a good goal scorer that it kind of makes sense.
Right.
I'm not a huge fan of seeing. I like Son as a person, but I don't want to see him score against us because it's just like, how did the? But it would probably be someone either like of the level of Richarlison.
Yeah, he's probably the most. Or
I'm trying to think your other midfielders right now.
I mean, we have a lot. They don't all play. No. Really. There's Højbjerg.
Yeah, Højbjerg is fine. He's one of those guys that scores a bunch at the end. So that'd be kind of annoying, or at least he did last season.
If they go 5-3-2, you can see Basuma in there a little bit.
I mean, great player.
Yeah,
I think Richarlison, though, would be... He's just one of those guys that you're like, you didn't mean to do that.
Right.
Every time he scores a worldie, I'm like, bro, you know? And what I like about him is he pisses off Harry Kane. Because, there's a chance to make a good pass, and he's just like, what if I take on all three defenders on my own?
Yeah. He's a guy, he's very, the American sports equivalent I was saying. It's like Joakim Noah, or it's like Dennis Rodman, where clearly he's very hateable on other teams, but boy, do I love him now. I'm really enjoying him. And I could see him scoring a goal to put Tottenham ahead, or to bring it up to a sad for you guys draw, and then absolutely doing the Adebayor celebration, just running around it, all the Arsenal,
I could see him doing that shirt off, waving, kissing the badge, and then having it be offside.
100%.
That would be the Richarlison moment.
Oh, we can very much agree on that. It will be a 40-minute VAR wait, and then Richarlison will pigeon his way back.
Has to find his shirt.
Yes.
Who would you hate for Arsenal to score the winner?
I think, seeing Xhaka score would be...
it would come from like 30 yards
It
out.
would be bizarre. That would be the one that would anger me the most.
Yeah.
And that would be the closest way I could get to being like, I know it's 4 minutes of added time. I'm turning it off now. I need to go live my life. Yes.
That is the benefit of being an American soccer fan as opposed to having to go to these matches all the time. Is if it's not going away, you're like, you know what? It's the morning.
Yeah. I have a lot of day left.
I'm not doing this to myself today.
Right. Yes.
I'm going to
I woke up for this, and I can go to sleep real hard. We're in a bar in the morning right now. I will start drinking.
Right. Coffee's still hot. I can put this down and go back to bed for another hour. You know what I mean? And then it's pancakes.
Yeah. Yes.
You're not going to ruin my day. Yeah.
Who's finishing above who this season?
You know what? Before you answer that,
sure.
Do you think we're title contenders?
Do I think Arsenal's title contender? Again, I don't want to mess with the everyone hates us drunk girl at the end of the night mentality.
This one's for the comments.
Yes. Arsenal, I think, are title contenders if anyone is. Because it's if anyone besides Man City. Yes.
Okay.
If anyone besides
grade
Man
him by
City.
a curve based on that answer.
Yes. If anyone besides Man City is, because I think ultimately, probably no, Man City's going to win. I think Man City's going to win.
We shouldn't even say Man City. Erling Haaland is winning.
He's winning. But yes, Erling Haaland. Isn't it so annoying that there was like that brief moment where you're like, will somehow Pep ruin or like not take full advantage? It's like, oh no.
No. Yeah.
So I think if anyone is title contenders besides Man City, I think we both are is the thing. And I think this game is sort of the first jumping off point to see like who's more serious about it.
So because of that, we're both title contenders. Who do you think finishes above who?
Who finishes above who? Well, I'm just thinking of like every year since my hair started going gray. So I'm going to say Tottenham's going to finish ahead again. It's been a lot of years in a row, and we're better than we were, and you're better than you were too.
Yes, thank you for saying that, because I was about to rebut.
Yes.
I think, it's about time that I kick the dust off the box of decorations I have for St. Tottenham's Day.
Yes.
I haven't put them up in a while. I hate the fact that we haven't been able to celebrate it, and normally I celebrate either in this bar or the bar that wasn't far
I can
from
see.
here.
Yeah, this is.
There's enough places to do it.
This looks like it's about an Arsenal fan reading level too. If you look at the number of pages.
Everybody likes pictures, dude.
Yeah.
I think this is the year. I've said that we are contenders for the top 3.
Yeah.
And I think Tottenham is either 4th or 5th. So I think we finish above Tottenham. I think this is the season. I don't think it's going to be as smooth sailing as it's been so far.
Right.
I think Tottenham may be a bit more consistent, but I think you guys are going to start to get a ton of draws and not as many wins. And at some point, you're going to have to lose a match.
Yeah.
This weekend.
I think that's actually a relatively even-handed read on the situation.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Right? Level-headed.
This can happen.
We could split a beer now.
Yes, exactly. I'll be doing hard liquor, but
Oh, absolutely. Yes. October 1st.
We'll see what happens.
Best of luck.
Some luck to you.
Yeah, you're going to need it.
Yeah. I'll take it. Bring Holding back.
No. He's got to go get the hair plugs redone.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.